What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Well, happy for me anyways, because I'm out of work for the afternoon and it is gorgeous here in Michigan. It is 79 degrees, the humidity is low, there's a nice breeze blowing, and the skies are baby blue and full of white fluffy clouds. It's gorgeous. So I'm doing my drive here excuse me, and taking a different route home. You know, that's kind of what I like to do, or at least somewhat different. I mean, I've driven down the road I'm about to turn on before, but I think the last time I drove on it, actually the last time I drove on it would have been in the winter, and there was a ton of snow. Yeah, there was, I'm not going that way. They're putting tar and gravel down. Ugh. Nasty. What a cheap way to try to make a road last. It's gross. Anyways, so the last time I won't even talk about that road because I'm not going down it. So what will I talk about then? Boy, sometimes it gets tough doing these vlog posts. But I do have something to talk about. Actually, I was going to talk about it yesterday and ended up not publishing that vlog just because I ran out of time. But what I was going to talk about yesterday that I'll talk about now is inspiration. Finding motivation to work through a rut. I wouldn't say that I'm in a rut right now, but yesterday and today I just kind of have this, you know, this feeling of, man, what am I going to shoot? You know, I don't know what I want to shoot. There's nothing speaking to me right now. And you know, I'm just wondering what other people do to get through that. I know what I'm going to do today to get through that, and it's something that I've been doing for a while. And but you know, again, I just wanted to ask you guys if you want to comment below, like, what do you do to get out of a rut? What I do is I revisit a favorite subject. So for me, that subject is this barn that I shoot a lot. I shoot it so much that people call it Jamie's barn. It's not mine, but you know, I feel a certain special place in my heart for this barn. I shoot it so much, and it's provided me with so many incredible photo opportunities. And I've brought friends from, well, from all over the place, all over the state of Michigan, and I've even had an Olympus employee from out of the state come all the way here and go to my barn and shoot. So it's a fun place for me to go, especially when I feel like, you know, what am I gonna shoot? What is there to motivate me to shoot? So like I said, I try to revisit a fun place, or a place that I've gotten really familiar and accustomed to shooting. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna take you guys to my barn. We've been there before together, I'm pretty sure, but it's probably been a while, so we'll go back. I like to shoot the barn in inclement weather. I like it when there's some drama to the scene, you know, or not inclement weather, but maybe like at sunset, because again, it's a more dramatic backdrop. So today will be like a different time of day to shoot it, or a different type of weather to shoot it in. How will I shoot it on a day like today? Well, I'll tell you what. The skies are really blue, so if I shoot it in black and white using a red filter, those blue skies will turn black, which makes those white clouds really stand out. And it can take a day like today that just looks really, you know, happy-go-lucky, and make it a really dramatic scene. It's going to depend a little bit on what the clouds look like when I arrive there, you know. Right now, they're pretty tightly packed together. It tends to look a little less dramatic when they're like that, versus if I were to have some, like, just some bigger clouds, you know, spaced throughout the scene. So we'll see what we get. And of course, on the drive though, I'm going to be keeping my eye open for things to shoot. And actually, I didn't realize it, but I'm actually on the road now that I was on the other day when I was hoping to rescue that turtle, and when I stopped and photographed the cedar waxwings. Actually, this swampy, marshy area right there, that's where I was at when I was shooting them. So anyways, I guess I'll turn the camera off for now, and I'll turn it back on if I do find something along my drive home to shoot. And if I don't find anything to shoot, then the camera's coming back on a little bit later on this afternoon when I venture out to the barn to hopefully create some dramatic scenes. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. All right, let's do this. Let's go back out to the barn and shoot. The last time I was there to shoot was earlier in the summer. I did a senior photo shoot for a young man, and one of the locations that we photographed at was at the barn. So that was probably in June, late June, I think. So it's been a while since I've been out here. Kind of curious to see what things look like, and glad to bring you guys along for the trip. See you there. Alright, so here I am at the barn, and I guarantee I will attract the attention of somebody who lives nearby. It's a pretty quiet country road, unpaved. Generally, this type of road is the kind of road you're only on if you live here, and I don't. But I'm here often enough photographing this barn. You'd think at some point people would recognize me as like a local or something. So I'm kitting up right now with the EM1. It's gripped because I have the 300mm with me, you know, in case I come across wildlife on my drive home. But I'll be shooting with the 12-40. I can't get close enough to the barn to use something like the 7-14 because, well, you can see the field is full and green. It's full of soybeans, and I'm not about to trample all over some farmers' crops to get a shot. So actually what I'm going to do is shoot low along the top of the soybeans to incorporate those into the scene. I'll be low along the tops of the soybeans, but tilted high to incorporate as much sky as possible because, well, you know me, sky is always a part of my scenes. So I'll be right back. And that's it. No need to hang out for a half hour to get these shots. Sounds like the natives are getting restless down the road. I hear some kids screaming and crying. They're probably wondering who the weirdo with the camera is down the road. So, what did I shoot? F8. And like I said, I made sure that I had a lot of foreground in the shot and tilted upwards, so focused on the barn, recomposed to include a lot of sky, and shot. Also did bracketed shot too. Just, I figure, you know, there's no reason to not bracket every now and then. You never know when you might want that extra dynamic range. So that's what I did. Bracketed 3 exposures at 2 EV each. And I think I mentioned earlier that basically my ultimate goal, or what I envisioned this shot being, is black and white. So whether I needed to do a bracketed shot to get a black and white out of this, I don't know. But like I said, it's easy enough to bracket. It's just one push on the EM1. You've got that button on the top left panel that says HDR. Push that one button, roll the front wheel 3 times to the right to select 3 at 2 EV each. And that's it. Because it automatically puts the camera in sequential shooting, and the 5-axis image stabilization is engaged. Piece of cake to handhold, especially in conditions like this. I think that to do the HDR, my what I would consider, or what you would consider the longest exposure, the one that's exposing to bring out the shadow detail, is still going to be so fast that hand holding is totally piece of cake. So we'll head back home here and just kind of put together what I shot today and see what we get. Hopefully I get a winner out of it. You know, I don't think that there's been too many times, it's a bumpy road, I don't think that there have been too many times that I've come out to the barn and been let down. I can think of one time when it was raining. It was raining really hard, and there was no discernible structure in the clouds, so it was not really conducive to shooting so much. So I just kind of sat and watched the rain sweep across the fields and enjoyed it. So it was kind of like just me time and not necessarily photo time. And that's fine. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah, I guess that's it, you guys. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about today other than just this journey out to the barn. She's been long overdue for a visit, and it was a nice, beautiful day, so I figured why not? And I figured why not bring you guys along for the ride. See you later. Bye.